So when I was starting my career, I just wanted a job. I didn't care what it was. I just wanted to get paid. However, I sometimes fail to read the fine print as a result of my indifference, and I didn't always ask the right questions. For example, what kind of medical coverage do you guys offer? You see, a question like that should be at the top of your checklist when you're interviewing. It should be right up there with, how much are you paying me? You don't realize how important and crucial good medical insurance is until you start hearing terms like copay and deductible. And it becomes clear that out-of-pocket maximum actually affects your pockets. You see, my dad had the best medical coverage when I was growing up. My brother landed in the emergency room a few times, and bills that came to the house were lower than you can imagine. I was a thumb sucker, and I had fucked up teeth. I needed braces badly. I had them for about 3 or 4 years, and my father paid $0 out of pocket. I'm sure there were other perks in there, but I wasn't paying attention. See, my dad worked for a nursing home, and they hooked him up. Now, I didn't want to follow in his footsteps as far as a career path was concerned, but I prayed to the insurance gods that they would be as good to me as they had been to him. Luckily, I found a company that cared about their employees, and employee retention was a high priority. They knew that a surefire way to keep your people happy was to provide them with really great benefits. So great that during my first year working there, I had my first kid. Doctor's visits, tests, labor, delivery, medication, everything was paid in full. I received notices from the insurance company, but they only told me what the insurance company needed to cover because they didn't ask me for anything. I was so thrilled that the following year, I had my second kid. I figured it's free, so why not keep going? Eventually, the company decided to reevaluate. I guess they realized that, we are giving away too much. So they did a complete 180 and switched up everything. My colleagues now that were having children, they were very, very expressive about their disdain for this new package. They showed me beautiful pictures of their adorable children, but then in the same breath tried to convince me not to have children because their bills were astronomical. I was a little nervous, but, we decided to wait a little bit. We decided to wait a while. And then one fateful night, our oops baby was conceived. I was terrified because financially we just weren't prepared. But I was pretty far along, so there was no turning back. I did what I could to enjoy my pregnancy, and 9 months later, we welcomed a beautiful baby into the world. Shortly after we got home, the bills started to arrive. There was one for an epidural, another for a midwife, a third for, labor and delivery, and the 2-night hospital stay. I'm surprised that they didn't charge me for the nurses because I pretty much used those guys as a nanny service. It was overwhelming. I would look at my checking account. I'd look at my savings account. I'd look at my flexible spending account, knowing that we just couldn't afford this. The bills were crazy. They were upwards of about $6,000. I cried on many occasions thinking, how the hell are we going to pay for this? Collections is definitely coming for us. And then one day I had this aha moment. I was like, you know what? I carried this baby for 9 months. I went through the motions went through the pain. I pushed her out. Damn, they should be paying me. And I decided in that moment, I'm not giving them a damn thing. I'm not paying them anything. Our healthcare system sucks. So I decided in my mind to give them an ultimatum. Either they are completely comfortable with the situation of me not paying them back, or I could return her. Well, they didn't want her back, so I guess I got lucky because 6 years later, I still have her, and the bills have stopped coming. So technically, it's a win-win situation for me.